Have you ever felt like you just don't fit in with the crowd, as though there's an unseen force nudging you away from the mundane and towards something much more profound? Picture having a radiance so powerful that it disturbs the equilibrium around you, unveiling the unseen dimensions that most shy away from. This is the realm of the chosen ones, individuals graced with an extraordinary connection to the cosmos, whose energies don't just brighten but deeply influence, stirring hidden anxieties and wishes in others. In the upcoming minutes, we will decode the solitude that often accompanies the chosen ones, delving into why their quest for true connections often leads them down solitary paths, despite their profound longing for genuine relationships. But what truly defines a chosen one in a society that hungers for depth yet recoils at its embrace? Why do their efforts to create real bonds frequently lead to seclusion? And in what ways does this conflicting reality mild their self-view and their interactions with the world? As we ponder the existence of the chosen ones, we uncover how their innate intensity and pursuit of something greater sets them apart from the masses, compelling them to navigate the challenges of solitude and the beauty of a distinctive journey. Welcome to the Heart of the Soul channel. Today's contemplation brings us into the rich landscape of introspection and the recognition of everyone's uniqueness. These individuals, distinguished by the vigor of their spirit and the depth of their essence, inhabit a reality that, while thirsting for genuineness, often recoils from genuine depth. The chosen ones provoke strong reactions in those they encounter, a blend of awe and unease, spotlighting the dual nature of humans in the face of the extraordinary. The conspicuous presence of the chosen ones stems not from choice, but from their intrinsic nature, a gift that challenges norms and transcends the mundane. This inherent characteristic isolates them, not by choice but necessity, as their yearning for sincere connections conflicts with the superficial nature of most interactions. Yet this isolation is not an emptiness but a consecrated space for evolution and self-discovery. As we question the existence of the chosen ones, we will discover how their typical intensity and search for a greater purpose place them on a different spectrum from the majority, forcing them to face not only the challenge of isolation, but also the beauty of a unique journey. This solitary battle is a testament to the chosen one's strength and resilience, showing that even in isolation, they hold immense potential to influence and inspire change. To grasp the chosen one's journey, one must appreciate the complexity of humanity and accept the distinctiveness that defines each individual. Solitude, reimagined, emerges not as a burden, but fertile ground for the blossoming of true essence. In the quiet of solitude, the chosen ones discover the freedom to dive into their being, connecting with cosmic energies beyond the physical realm's limits. The real power of the chosen ones lies in their ability to turn solitude into a domain of strength and wisdom. By embracing their unique qualities, they illuminate the path for others, guiding them towards self-discovery and transformation. This capacity to affect and inspire serves as a potent reminder of the individual's impact, not just on their personal journey, but on the broader society. The chosen ones play a crucial role in awakening collective consciousness, acting as catalysts for spiritual evolution and the quest for a more genuine existence. Their narratives, shaped by solitude but enriched with depth and authenticity, beckon us all to delve into the deepest parts of ourselves, challenging us to live with a higher purpose and seek relationships that mirror our true essence. In this context, the solitude of the chosen reveals itself not as a curse, but as a gift, an opportunity to deepen the connection with oneself and the universe. It's a call to acknowledge and celebrate our uniqueness, realizing that in the quiet of our solitude, we find the strength and answers we seek. There are several unique reasons why the chosen ones often find themselves enveloped in solitude, and I will share them with you now. The first reason highlights the distinctiveness of the chosen ones, characterized by the intensity of their aura as a manifestation of the pure and raw energy they embody. This presence, altering environments and social dynamics, is palpable to those within their sphere of influence. The sheer magnitude of this energy captures attention and challenges traditional perceptions of interpersonal impact. When they enter a space, the chosen ones carry an electrifying aura, an energy that bridges the physical and spiritual realms, stirring a maelstrom of emotions in those they interact with. This force, though attractive, can intimidate as it lays bare the vast spectrum of human experience, from the soul's uncharted depths to the relentless quest for sincere and authentic connections. This profound influence is not without its price. The chosen one's essence, resonating with the cosmos, demands from others a level of openness and vulnerability that is often daunting. This discomfort arises not from judgment, but from a reflective mirror showcasing often overlooked or suppressed inner truths. The mixed reactions they provoke, oscillating between admiration and unease, underscore the duality of human nature in response to the extraordinary. This dichotomy underpins the chosen one's solitude, as they are drawn to their light yet kept at bay by the intensity of that very light. The journey of the chosen ones is a path of deep understanding and acceptance of their nature. Recognizing their presence as a gift bearing the weight of responsibility, they learn to traverse the world with awareness, balancing their illumination with others' capacity to embrace it. It's a nuanced equilibrium, aiming not just to enlighten but to warm, inviting others to approach with not just curiosity, but the bravery to confront their own truths. In this process, the chosen ones become adept not merely in managing their energy, but in fostering environments where depth and genuineness are not merely tolerated but celebrated. They teach us that true connection arises not from the superficiality of everyday interactions, but from acknowledging and accepting the complexity within us all. The chosen one's aura, imbued with ancestral wisdom and the weight of countless stories, shines as a beacon amid the tumult of human relationships, guiding and cautioning those who draw near. This energy, profoundly felt by those who encounter it, naturally draws people in, but also unveils the hidden layers of their being, sparking an emotional upheaval in those who engage deeply. The presence of such individuals among us transcends mere enlightenment. It has the power to penetrate our existence's darkest and deepest recesses, awakening long-dormant fears and desires. This deep impact, while showcasing the chosen one's magnitude, instills in others a sharp sense of vulnerability. Confronted with their shadows and longings, many feel compelled to retreat, seeking the safety of the familiar and avoiding the intensity of this spiritual encounter. The withdrawal from the chosen one's aura is not just physical, but an emotional and spiritual retreat. When people face the depth and strength reflected by the chosen one, they confront a dual fear, not only the dread of the unknown, but the turmoil of seeing themselves so vividly, confronted with their own emptiness and shortcomings. This internal conflict, forcing a look inward, ignites a struggle between the urge to draw closer and the necessity to shield oneself from the vulnerability this closeness entails. Being in the chosen one's presence is akin to embarking on an inner journey, an opportunity to face one's shadows with the promise of illumination and understanding. Yet, the intensity of this invitation often exceeds what many are prepared to accept, leading them to opt for the safety of the known, even if it means lingering in the shadows. Against this backdrop, the chosen one finds themselves in a unique position. Their essence, though a source of light and revelation, frequently casts them onto a solitary path. The truths their presence unveils, the depths their light reaches, are not for everyone. Those drawn to this illumination but hesitant in its warmth unveil the complexity of human nature, the perpetual tension between the desire for growth and the fear of the transformation such growth necessitates. This involuntary reflection, acting as a mirror for those encountering the chosen one, reveals with a force capable of exposing the deepest vulnerabilities and fears. Faced with this revelation, many react with a protective instinct, retreating to familiar ground, a behavior not born from a desire to flee, but from the intensity of the confrontation with their essence. The chosen one's presence implies not intentional dominance, but emerges as a genuine expression of their being, whose brilliance inadvertently leads to loneliness, even amidst many. This paradox of the chosen one's existence, where their capacity to deeply touch and transform becomes the very cause of their isolation, is a dynamic felt deeply and complexly. They navigate a world dotted with the imprints of those who, for a moment, dared to draw near, only to withdraw at the revelation's magnitude. The light that the chosen ones emit, though bright and inviting, often illuminates paths of understanding and growth that few feel prepared to embark on. Thus, what should be the chosen one's greatest gift, their ability to forge deep connections and instigate significant transformations, ironically becomes their most daunting challenge. They move through a world craving essence and authenticity but hesitating in the face of their being's intensity. The chosen one's journey, though lonely, resonates with a deep truth about human nature, the longing for connections that go beyond the superficial, coupled with the fear of unveiling our own depths. This path, marked by an unyielding search for souls brave enough to embrace true understanding and acceptance, teaches us that even in solitude, there lies a transformative force, The Chosen One, in their essence, invites us to confront our own abyss, offering through their presence the chance to transcend our limitations and discover a deeper meaning in our existence. In this manner, the story of the Chosen Ones becomes a beacon for all who, despite fear of the reflection revealed, recognize the immense value of the journey toward authenticity. They teach us that at the heart of vulnerability and self-confrontation lies the opportunity for growth and genuine connection, not just with others, but primarily with ourselves. The second reason is the Chosen One's preference for solitude, or the company of a select few, is not an aversion to crowds, but a response to their acute awareness of the dissonance present in collective settings. This dissonance arises not merely from the physical presence of many, but from the quality of interactions where the depth and authenticity the Chosen Ones seek are obscured by superficiality. In larger gatherings, the rich and complex vibrations emitted by the Chosen Ones, imbued with timeless wisdom and aligned with the cosmos, are drowned out, their essential messages lost amidst trivial conversations. The Chosen Ones feel a compelling need to preserve their essence's integrity, refusing to water it down to fit social expectations that prioritize adaptability over authenticity. This inclination towards solitude or intimate gatherings reflects a search for an environment where their profound insights and energy can circulate freely without constraint. It is in these settings that they find resonance and true comprehension, places where their souls can express themselves fully, unimpeded by misinterpretation or reduction through misunderstanding. The vibrational mismatch the Chosen Ones experience in larger groups is not merely a personal preference, but highlights the gap between the depth they embody and the superficial awareness common in such settings. Their attempts to establish genuine connections often meet with perplexity and unease, a clear indicator that the Chosen One's essence is too potent to be fully appreciated or even grasped by everyone. This realization of a disconnect between their frequencies and those of the surrounding world not only isolates them physically, but also emotionally and spiritually. The Chosen One understands that their words and presence, aimed at transcending the mundane, are frequently obscured by polite yet empty gestures, a facade masking the true disconnection. The path of solitude or selective companionship is not an escape, but a strategic choice enabling the Chosen One to maintain their authenticity. Amid the quiet of their own company or in the presence of like-minded spirits, they find sanctuary for their depth, a haven where essence is not just preserved but exalted. The Chosen One's solitude, more than mere physical distance, emerges as a protective barrier, safeguarding the purest and deepest aspect of their being. This choice, far from being an evasion, is an act of conscious preservation, a means to ensure that their vital energy and spiritual path remain undiluted and true. They recognize that their presence's precious gift is best received and honored in spaces where acceptance is complete and reverence is genuine. Thus, the Chosen Ones navigate the social landscape with discernment, gravitating towards places and individuals that resonate with their vibrational essence. The third reason reveals that the Chosen One's uniqueness manifests through a complex interplay of fear and fascination they invariably evoke in others, outlining a duality that shapes the social dynamics around them. This relationship is not superficial, but a reflection of the human psyche's depths in the face of the extraordinary. The Chosen One becomes a living paradox, a light that not only illuminates but also blinds, a mirror whose clarity both unveils and intimidates. Their presence, both magnetic and unsettling, transcends mere charisma to touch something deeper, an authenticity and profundity that challenge the shallowness of conventional relationships. The aura of paradox enveloping the Chosen One acts like a magnet that, while drawing people in, also pushes them away, compelling those around them to confront their own darkness and light. This duality of attraction and repulsion creates a complex web of relationships around the Chosen One, a dynamic that complicates their path further, filled with misunderstandings and isolation. It is in this delicate balance between the desire to draw closer and the instinct to protect oneself that the Chosen Ones reveal themselves as unintentional masters of the human condition, challenging us to look beyond the surface and confront our own depths. This unfathomable depth exerts a magnetism on people, an invisible connection that entices the soul with the promise of a truly profound understanding and communion, desires that reside in the core of every human being. However, as they approach, individuals are confronted with the overwhelming force of the Chosen One's essence, a power so vast that it threatens to dismantle the illusions that form their reality. The confrontation with the bare truth of their being, mirrored by the Chosen One's gaze, awakens an ancient fear, the dread of being exposed in their most authentic form, of having the depths of their souls laid bare, of facing the shadows they have diligently concealed. This deep and intense fear often overrides the initial fascination, prompting a retreat towards the safety of the familiar, a place where one can evade the complexity inherent in such a profound level of connection. This interaction generates an intricate dance of social proximity and distance in which the Chosen One is simultaneously sought after and shunned, becoming an enigmatic figure both admired and feared. Thus, a loneliness emerges that is both imposed and chosen, as the Chosen One quickly realizes that the intensity of connection they seek and offer is too profound for the majority to bear. In this manner, the Chosen One treads a path of solitude, not out of preference, but out of inevitable necessity, as they navigate a world drawn to their light yet hesitant before the truth it radiates. The fourth reason vividly outlines the isolation faced by the Chosen Ones lies in the immense challenge they encounter in establishing genuine connections. This challenge does not stem from a lack of desire for companionship. Rather, it arises from the uniqueness of their essence, a depth and intensity so remarkable that they become the hallmarks of their existence. The Chosen are beings of unparalleled inner wealth, their souls resonating with truths that transcend the mundane. Their craving for authentic bonds is, at its core, a yearning for mirrors capable of reflecting and resonating with such depth, for hearts that do not shrink from the intensity of their flame but are instead drawn to and prepared to embrace the light and warmth they emit. However, connections of this caliber are exceedingly rare, mirroring the scarcity of the Chosen Ones themselves. This rarity is not coincidental but directly proportional to the extraordinary gift of vigor, authenticity, and depth that characterizes them. To engage with a Chosen One on such an intimate and profound level is to be ready for a connection filled with vulnerability, bravery, and the willingness to explore the still unknown realms of the soul. For many, despite the initial allure, the magnitude of this journey proves too daunting to embark upon. The potent presence of the Chosen One, though a beacon of hope and enlightenment, ultimately unveils the shadows many prefer to remain hidden, prompting a withdrawal into the comfort of more superficial and less demanding connections. In this light, the Chosen One's path is marked by a continuous and often solitary quest for souls capable of truly understanding and sharing the breadth of their essence. The reality of this quest reflects a bittersweet duality. The light they wish to share is the same light that paradoxically widens the void around them. It is a solitude not chosen out of whim but necessitated by their search for connections that transcend the ordinary, shedding light on both the beauty and the concealed depths of the human experience. The challenge of finding truly resonant relationships places the Chosen Ones at an intense emotional crossroads, oscillating between the desire for profound connections and the resignation to the loneliness their intensity demands. This solitude manifests as both a refuge and a prison, serving as a haven of peace in the face of the world's incomprehension, but simultaneously echoing with the silence of depths that remain unexplored and unshared. Thus, the Chosen Ones stand as guardians of a sacred solitude, sentinels of an understanding so profound that it eludes the grasp of many to recognize, let alone reciprocate. However, it is precisely within this challenge that the true essence of the Chosen One's journey is unveiled. When they occur, the rare meetings of kindred spirits are transformative, established in the warmth of a shared understanding and depth, displaying a resilience capable of weathering life's varied storms with a determination as steadfast as it is remarkable. These connections, though few, illuminate the Chosen One's journey, reaffirming that even in a world often dominated by shallowness, there are those willing to brave the depths together, embracing and celebrating the fullness of the Chosen One's essence in all its magnificent and sometimes daunting beauty. In this manner, the existence of the Chosen Ones is revealed not merely as a solitary journey, but as an invitation to a deeper comprehension of what unites all beings. They remind us that despite the apparent prevalence of the superficial, the quest for true and profound connections is a flame that burns in the hearts of all who dare to peer beyond the veil of everyday life. The fifth reason delineating the solitary path of the Chosen Ones is intricately linked to the concept of spiritual warfare, a realm where invisible battles unfold with implications that surpass our earthly understanding. This conflict is not waged with conventional weapons, but through the potent forces of authenticity, integrity, and truth, essential virtues that the Chosen Ones embody. The impact of the chosen ones in any setting is not merely to fill it, but to fundamentally transform it, acting as catalysts for a profound spiritual alchemy that turns falsehood into truth and darkness into light. The revelation of these hidden truths is, by its nature, unsettling, forcing a direct confrontation with aspects of ourselves that we would rather keep concealed, not only from the scrutiny of others, but also from our own self-reflection. The response to such a confrontation ranges from avoidance to, in some instances, direct opposition, as individuals feel threatened by the dismantling of their constructed personas. Spiritual warfare becomes an everyday aspect of the chosen one's existence, as their mere presence poses a challenge to people's facades. In this way, the chosen ones face the paradoxical reality of being agents of change in a world that, though in dire need of genuine transformation, often resists it. Their journey, characterized by solitude, is not merely a path of isolation, but a testament to their mission as bearers of the light of truth, challengers of superficiality, and heralds of a more authentic and profound way of being. The chosen ones become inadvertent warriors of truth, clad in armor crafted from the unbreakable solidity of their convictions and armed with a deep and unwavering knowledge of their purpose as a shield. This spiritual struggle, though noble, exacts its toll, often leaving the chosen one isolated on the battlefield, faced with misunderstanding from those they aspire to liberate from the shackles of deceit. The opposition and retreat they encounter are not mere superficial reactions to their presence, but reflect the disruptive impact of their essence on the fragile edifices of lives constructed on illusions. The sixth reason that distinguishes the chosen one's unique trajectory from the crowd is marked by a profound mismatch with societal norms and expectations. These individuals, architects of their own realities, possess their own values and perspectives, forging existences that diverge from the mainstream. This misalignment is not a simple matter of personal preference, but an essential need, a response to the inner calling for a life rooted in truth and authenticity. The chosen ones are, by nature, inquisitive beings, programmed to question and push the boundaries of the ordinary, thus often finding themselves at odds with the prevailing culture. In typical social settings where conversations seldom delve into the depths of being, the chosen are confronted with a void, a lack of support for their profound reflections and convictions. Daily discourse, saturated with superficiality and materialism, fails to nourish souls in search of a deeper meaning, for a genuine connection with the essence of life. This dissonance between the chosen ones and their social environment is not merely an intellectual mismatch, but manifests as an almost tangible incompatibility, generating significant discomfort when they are pressured to conform to others' expectations. This attempt at adaptation is akin to a giant trying to fit into a miniature space, a dollhouse. No matter how much effort is exerted, fitting in is impossible, and discomfort is inevitable. Faced with this reality, the chosen are naturally compelled to seek refuge in solitude or within small circles composed of those few who, like them, have dared to look beyond the facade of societal conventions. This path, though solitary, is not a choice of isolation, but an authentic response to the contrast between the essence of the chosen ones and the world around them. It reflects a journey of fidelity to oneself, an unwavering dedication to the truth and authenticity that defines the existence of these remarkable beings. In their quest for spaces where they truly belong, the chosen ones not only challenge established norms but also illuminate alternative pathways for those who long for a life beyond the superficial, a life rich in meaning and depth. In the environments they choose to inhabit, the chosen ones enjoy the freedom to explore and express the entirety of their being, away from judgmental eyes or misunderstanding. These are the realms where conversations reach unfathomable depths, settings where authenticity is the most valued currency, and where the soul is nourished with a rich feast of philosophical musings, spiritual inquiries, and a relentless quest for the essence of truth. By opting to live in harmony with their innermost truths, rather than conforming to external expectations, the chosen ones exhibit unparalleled bravery, becoming beacons of inspiration for those who, though sharing the same desire for depth, fear venturing into the unknown. Their journey serves as living proof of the priceless value of authenticity, serving as a potent reminder that true belonging is found not by adjusting to the surroundings, but by deeply honoring the universe within us. The seventh reason driving the chosen one's preference for solitude and selective companionship springs from their unstoppable impulse towards a higher calling. This summons, far from being a mere whisper, is a powerful call that resonates within the core of their being, propelling them towards a destiny that far surpasses the bounds of ordinary existence. It is a calling imbued with the gravity of the soul's purpose, a mission that requires fervent dedication to self-reflection, meditation, and the continuous cultivation of one's unique talents and insights. For the chosen ones, this call to a higher mission is as crucial as the act of breathing itself, forming an inseparable facet of their essence that cannot be ignored or set aside. Faced with such a divine mandate, the noise and trivialities of mass gatherings, as well as the shallowness of everyday conversations, are perceived not just as unengaging but fundamentally at odds with their introspective and meaningful journey. Engaging in activities or partaking in dialogues that do not resonate with their life's purpose is seen by the chosen ones as a real squandering of time and energy, resources that ought to be directed towards endeavors that reflect their spiritual and existential aspirations. Consequently, it is natural for them to distance themselves from the clamor and chaos of conventional social life, seeking solace in the peace and clarity that solitude alone can offer. This solitude, far from being an evasion, emerges as a deliberate choice, fertile ground where the chosen ones have the liberty to nurture their inner world, explore the vastness of their own soul, and forge a deep connection with the universal forces that guide their existence. It is in this contemplative silence and introspection that they attain revelations, refine their abilities, and reaffirm their commitment to fulfilling their destiny. The chosen ones recognize that to respond to this lofty calling, it is vital to have the courage to withdraw from the collective, opting for a life on the fringes of conventional social existence, where the true essence of their being can resonate without disturbance. Living at this threshold, where the voices of destiny grow louder, they dedicate themselves to a life marked by authenticity and the unceasing quest for a purpose that transcends the individual soul. This journey, though permeated with loneliness, unfolds as a profound exploration of self and personal growth, offering the opportunity to plunge into the deepest recesses of being and emerge with a more solidified and strengthened self-perception. Embarking on this path necessitates strategies not only to mitigate the challenges of isolation, but also to celebrate the unique qualities each individual possesses. A critical strategy in this endeavor is the cultivation of self-acceptance, a mindful practice of recognizing and valuing one's individual attributes. This practice invites an introspective journey where the chosen ones learn to heed the whispers of their souls, understanding that their vibrant energy and depth are not hindrances but gifts. Through practices such as meditation, crafting, reflective writing, or various forms of creative expression, it becomes possible to delve into the inner universe, discovering tranquility and the authenticity of one's existence. The calm that stems from self-acceptance becomes a sanctuary, a source of strength that allows the individual to engage with the external world without losing their essence. Alongside this journey of self-acceptance, there is also the quest to connect with other beings or communities that share similar visions and sensitivities. Despite the scarcity of bonds capable of sustaining the magnitude of their presence, there undoubtedly exist kindred spirits, be the other chosen ones or rare individuals who, driven by the same thirst for depth and authenticity, desire to share experiences and truths with equal fervor. Finding such individuals or communities requires patience and the openness to venture beyond the confines of traditional social circles in search of spaces where spirituality, creativity, and in-depth philosophical discussions are not just welcomed but cherished. Environments such as groups, online forums, workshops, and gatherings centered on shared interests can become fertile grounds for these connections to blossom, providing a sense of belonging and understanding often absent in day-to-day interactions. Additionally, the chosen ones have the opportunity to transform their isolation into a period of unparalleled creativity and spiritual growth, engaging in practices that enrich their inner universe and expand their cosmic awareness. Through art, writing, or spiritual exploration, these activities enable them to channel their powerful energy and acute perceptions into creations capable of inspiring and facilitating healing in others, thereby turning their retreat into an asset for contribution. By embracing the uniqueness that defines them, even in the face of isolation, the chosen ones embark on a transformative journey in which their differences emerge as pillars of strength. This journey, marked by both courage and vulnerability, culminates in the realization that the key to truly meaningful connections lies not in the external world, but within the essence of their own being. This epiphany, when fully embraced, illuminates the path to a future where individuality is not just accepted but exalted, guiding them to discover their true community, not by dimming their essence, but by shining their light in full brilliance. The significance of the chosen ones to society goes beyond mere appreciation. They are the pioneers, the visionaries, and the discreet guardians of essence and sincerity. Their journey, though fraught with challenges, harbors the promise of profound transformations, both personal and collective. As we conclude this reflection, it becomes clear how vital the process of self-discovery and acceptance is. For the chosen ones, embarking on the journey of recognizing and celebrating their distinctiveness is not just a personal triumph, but a significant contribution to the collective, inspiring others to embark on their own explorations of essence. We thus invite those who have been chosen and those who sense echoes of this journey within themselves to share their experiences in the comments. Sharing these narratives not only illuminates our own path, but also serves as a beacon for others in pursuit of depth and authenticity in a world often characterized by superficiality. Each story is a testament to the fact that even in the deepest solitude, we are interconnected by the invisible threads of our shared human condition, each one a chosen being, engaged in the exploration of their identity. We celebrate these stories because they offer not just solace and reflection, but also the energy needed to continue together on this quest for a more comprehensive understanding and broader acceptance of ourselves and others. Remember to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if you found the insights and advice inspiring. What you put out into the universe, you receive. Let's collectively attract the best life has to offer. See you in the next video.